Hey, what's up, guys? Jason White here with MakeMoneyBloggingPros.com, and today I wanted to share this video with you. It's entitled 5 Tips on How to Get Out of Debt Fast. Chances are, if you're coming across the video, you are a subscriber on our list, or you're seeing it randomly on a video site or on our blog, or maybe you clicked an ad or something. So at any rate, the reason why I created this for you guys today. Essentially, about 2.5 years ago, I was a teacher, and I was basically living paycheck to paycheck, and I was miserable. I had a rent, I had my car, I had my student loans, I had all these things that I had to pay, and I didn't have any money at the end of the paycheck. And so understanding that was going to be how my life was, I was like, forget this, I'm getting the hell out of here. And I wanted to do something different. And so what I started doing is I started reading what the rich and wealthy class do. Okay, so instead of trying to learn how to get out of debt, I did read one book on that, but instead of learning how to get out of debt, I was more interested in learning how the rich got rich. And so a lot of people go on the internet and they're searching for how to get out of debt, but instead they should really be redirecting their intention on learning how to get rich from people that actually got rich. And that's what I did. I essentially went from that job, made some sacrifices, and tried out some things that worked and failed at the same time. And so learning what I learned, I got to the point where essentially now I'm earning an income whether I work or not. I do not have to work. I've got videos like this or blogs or marketing, and it works for me 24/7 whether I work or not. And that's what we've shared and we've taught people at MakeMoneyBloggingPros.com. And so essentially the 5 tips. Okay, here we go. Number 1, ignore all the advice from the gurus out there who tell you to penny pinch, save your money, or pay off credit card debt. Okay, these are people like Susie Orman or Dave Ramsey, and these people have basically got rich catering to a market of people who are looking how to get out of debt, but they're usually people that are the employee class, the working class people who are looking to invest in the stock market, or who are looking for those solutions to save your money, to do stuff like that. That's essentially not what the freedom class are doing, the rich people. So number 2 is you need to understand good debt versus bad debt. People that often are trying to get out of debt, they don't understand that debt is a good thing. Okay, there's good debt and bad debt. Good debt puts money in your pocket. Bad debt takes debt out, right? So for example, if you're in debt right now, you probably have your mortgage, you're probably renting, you have, what else would you have? Your car payment, your insurance, you've probably got kids, you've got, what else? Your phone. Okay, some of you, no telling what you have. Okay, and then there's good debt. Okay, good debt could be, okay, so your house is a liability no matter what they tell you. Okay, so good debt could be you're frustrated and you're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. If I'm going to have a house, I need to have an asset that generates cash flow. And so you go to your banker and you go get some debt. Okay, and you buy a house and you put a couple of renters in place, and they earn you a little bit of an income while at the same time they're paying off your mortgage. So you may not make much money off of it, but they're essentially giving you a free house because they're paying off the mortgage. Okay, that's good debt. Another form of good debt could be maybe you joined a network marketing company, and there's tons of network marketing companies out there. If you don't know if there are, they're kind of like Amway or Mary Kay or some of these businesses, and they're actually legitimate. The government, they've been around for tons of years. The government, looks at them, and they're legit. So I'm not actually in a network marketing company right now, but that's what they are. Okay, another good debt could be blogging. Okay, for example, I teach people in our community, and other community members help out at MakeMoneyBloggingPros.com by essentially creating videos like this, talking about whatever they want to talk about, and blogging. Okay, and that's how we're able to earn, good debt, because some of the things that we have cost a little bit of money, but we're able to earn positive cash flow. And so it doesn't matter what we do. We stop working today, which for the last 6.5 months, for example, I've been able to travel through Mexico, Guatemala, we're at El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, and yesterday got back from Miami. And I'm not rich by conventional standards, but I'm rich in the sense that a lot of my bills can be paid for with some of the cash flow that I earn. And no matter what, it's going to keep increasing. And that's the key. The key is just to get your first dollar of positive cash flow and just keep adding to it, okay? Add to the snowball. And so if you click the link below, you're going to go to a window is going to pop up on the right hand side, and you'll see the blog post on this. There's going to be a lot more information, and you'll see a video with Kim Kiyosaki. It's excellent. It's Robert T. Kiyosaki's wife, and she explains good debt versus bad debt, and they're really wealthy, and so she explains it really well. Number 3, collect a cash flow, not a paycheck. If you're working a job or if you've got a business that you've got to trade your time to earn income in that business, that's a paycheck. It doesn't matter if you own a business or not. That's a paycheck. But cash flow is when you create something like this, like a video or a blog, or you've got a rental property, and you earn money when you're not working, okay? And so you've got something that's continuously paying you, okay? An excellent book is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Get that book, study it. Number 4, study how to get rich from people that actually got rich and are teaching how they did it, okay? We already talked about several books. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco is excellent. Okay, it's a little bit more advanced. Number 3, The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. I used a lot of those ideas before I went traveling inside that book, so that was a really good book. Stay away again from Susie Orman and Dave Ramsey, unless you want to stay in debt, unless you want to stay in poverty, unless you want to stay in the working class. Read those books. But if you want to get rich, if you want to travel, if you want to take your family on vacations, if you want to work a fifth of the time and earn 10 times the amount of money, then read those 3 books. Number 5, this is the controversial one. Ignore your debts, okay? Don't worry about your debts. Focus on your cash flow, okay? Focus on your cash flow, and everything else will come around. If you focus on your cash flow, you'll be able to pay off the debts no problem, okay? But 97% of you are going to focus on paying off your debts. And what that's going to do is that's going to drag you into the hole. What you need to do is you need to focus on your cash flow, okay? And that's by taking action, doing all the things that you need to do in these 5 tips on how to get out of debt fast free. So at any rate, leave your comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Click the link so that way the blog post comes up. There's going to be way more bonus materials there. If you're already on the blog post, click these banners. Click the links in the post. They go to the same exact place, and there's a little surprise for you. So click a banner, click those links. They go to the same place, and I'll see you in the inside. Jason Waite with MakeMoneyBloggingPros.com signing out. Peace out.